All right, everybody, welcome to today's briefing. We are going to be talking about the top 5 marketing mistakes made by the vast majority of small business owners. So the big problem when you're a small business owner is that most often you don't understand online marketing very well. You're probably not aware of the technology and tools that are available. Cash flow could very well be tight, and time is most assuredly very limited. And because of this, most small business owners aren't earning nearly what they could be. What do these companies have in common? They're all growing very, very quickly. They're all on the Inc. 500 list, and they're there because they understand online marketing. Did your company make the list? Wouldn't you like to? Your website is your marketing hub. If your website is ineffective, how will people access your content from a mobile device? How will local buyers find you? How will prospective customers research your company? How will prospects determine if you are credible? How will you build a mailing list of prospective customers? How will you become a thought leader in your niche? You can't do any of this stuff without an effective website. So let's talk about marketing mistake number 1, and that is users cannot view your site from their mobile device. There are 6.8 billion people on the planet, and 4 billion of them use a mobile phone. Surprisingly, only 3.5 billion actually use a toothbrush. 25% of Americans use only a mobile device to access the internet. And there are now 5 times as many cell phones in the world as there are PCs. So if your website has flash content, it cannot be seen on most of these mobile devices. And depending upon how your website was built, even if it doesn't have flash content, it probably does not display very well, if at all, on most mobile devices. Marketing mistake number 2, failure to blog. There's plenty of benefits of blogging. You'll have more pages, which means more pages on your site, which means visitors will spend more time on your website. People will begin to view you as the expert in your industry. You'll provide answers to all of the questions that your customers have. Other companies in your industry will seek you out as an expert, and this will give you additional exposure. You'll show your customers you actually care about them. Landing clients will become much easier because your blog and all of the thoughts that you share in your blog will pre-sell your customers. You'll expand your professional network, and your website will get more traffic through all of the social sharing that will happen when the readers of your blog want to share your content with their friends online. So let's give a couple of success stories. Conversion XL is a blog run by Pep Lahaye. He attracted 50,000 visitors in his very first month by doing just 2 blog posts per week. 100% of the customers for his marketing agency come from his blog. So blogging definitely pays off when done correctly. Let's look at Mid-Atlantic Concrete Equipment. Now, who would ever think a company like this would need to blog? Owen Blevins and Jay Robinson run this company. As I mentioned, most people would never guess that a concrete company would have any benefit from blogging. Their YouTube videos have been viewed over 101,000 times. Talk about a ton of additional exposure for your brand. Let's look at another success story, Yale Appliance and Lighting. It's run by Steve Scheinkopf. Their YouTube videos have been viewed over 464,000 times. They have 2,002 Facebook fans, 500 RSS subscribers, and as you can see by the chart in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, the traffic to their blog is steadily rising with just over 18,000 visitors in the last month. If these companies can benefit from blogging, couldn't yours? Marketing mistake number 3, failure to leverage social networks. Social media is hot, and one of the leading websites is the Social Media Examiner. It's about 3 years old. It has 188,000 email subscribers, and that's growing every day. It's the number 2 most popular blog for small businesses in the United States, and traffic to their blog from search engines is rising fast. And all that traffic, by the way, is free traffic. Let's have a look at some social media trends. 76% of people surveyed in the 2012 Social Media Marketing Industry Report plan to increase their use of YouTube. 72% plan to increase their use of Facebook. 69% plan to increase their use of Twitter. And 68% plan to increase their use of blogs. Do you think that people would be planning on increasing their use of things that weren't working for them? Let's look at marketing mistake number 4, failure to build a list of subscribers. So there's 2 blogs here that I've highlighted, chrisbrogan.com and socialmediaexaminer.com. Just wanted to show those so you can see how they're building that list of subscribers. You see the little form on each one. With Chris's blog, it's by the cup of coffee. And with the Social Media Examiner, it's just down on the right in the right sidebar. So when you do this, when you build a list of subscribers, you can pull traffic to your site on demand. If they're not a subscriber, they come once, they may never come back, and you can't get them there. You can also increase engagement because every time you pull a subscriber back to your blog to read your content, your relationship with them increases. You can also create cash on demand. When you have a relationship and you have a mailing list and you want to launch products or promotions or run live events or do anything of the sort, all of that can be cash on demand for your business. In other words, having a subscriber list is kind of like having your very own ATM machine. As well, if you're in an industry where joint ventures are possible, which is most industries, without a mailing list, creating joint ventures gets a whole lot more difficult. Most importantly, though, having subscribers allows you to build what we're going to talk about in mistake number 5. Marketing mistake number 5 is the failure to understand buying psychology. People do not buy anything until all their questions are answered. So as somebody with something for sale, you have a couple of options. You can miss out. You can manually answer the same questions over and over and over again, or you can build an automated lead nurturing sequence to help you turn leads into customers. So let's have a look at what this lead nurturing sequence is. It's called a sales funnel. So you can see the image there. You get lots of leads in the top. Some of those leads become prospects and some of those leads become customers. But how is that done? Well, prospects want answers to their questions. So you got to figure out, well, what do prospects want to know? And then you have to devise a way that you can easily engage them to provide those answers. Now, as I mentioned, you can do this manually over and over again, or you can do this in an automated fashion with content on your blog and email. Have to ask yourself, how can I provide a way for my prospects to segment themselves? In other words, some people are ready to buy today. Some people are still in the investigation or research phase. Some people want to buy blue widgets, but some people want to buy red widgets. If you've created an effective sales funnel through the clicks that they make with their mouse, you will be able to allow all of those prospective customers to segment which areas they're interested in, and then you can market to them accordingly. And all of that boils down to one thing: how can I make it easier for my customers to buy? An automated sales funnel does exactly that. So let's talk a little bit more about this thing called life cycle marketing. So if you look at the graph here, you can see on the left, you have to attract traffic. And we've been talking about blogging as a means to do that. We've been talking about social networks as a means to do that. We've been talking about building a mailing list as a means to do that. Then you're going to capture those leads. Then through your automated sales funnel, you're going to nurture those prospects. And you're going to convert a portion of them to sales. And convert a portion to customers. The beauty of doing this online is you get a lot of clicks and a lot of analytics, so you can really study and split test what is and isn't working. Then you're going to deliver whatever service or product that you deliver and satisfy your customer. But it's probably not the only service or product that you have for sale, so wouldn't it be valuable to upsell your customers? And then, of course, wouldn't it be incredibly valuable if those customers were to refer you to other customers? All of these things can be accomplished with a properly designed automated sales funnel and follow-up sequence. So if you're making mistakes like the ones that I've just covered off, you are losing sales every day. Isn't it time to fix it?